Just got back from the bike shop. I'm gonna get my bottom bracket changed. The previous one had debris or something inside of it, and it was making noises. The performance also was not great, and hopefully I will be riding my bike again tonight. The train system of Tokyo is truly amazing. You can get pretty much anywhere by train. The trains are fast, nice and clean, and also are on time most of the time. But it also comes at the cost of there being stations that are just way too complicated. And when I first came to Japan, I would try to avoid stations like Shinjuku or Shibuya. Because of that, it would take me sometimes up to 15 minutes just to find the platform I needed. Time to water the cacti back from my home in Russia. Whoop. That might have been a little bit much. Finally got my bike back, so how about we go for a ride? Trains. I was talking about trains, and when I first came to Japan, I had to go pretty much to the other end of the city, and I had to change in the middle. And some Japanese stations, they have both surface and underground tracks, but the station itself, like the name, it's exactly the same. It doesn't say which. When you look it up on your phone, when you look up the train schedule on your phone, it doesn't say which station you should use, because the name is the same. So, and in my case, I had to go from the surface track to the underground track, and and I didn't know that was a thing. So I looked it up on my phone, and it was saying change on track number 2, and I came to track number 2, but the surface track number 2, and I was standing there for a while looking at the trains which were going in a completely different direction. I was like, why is the app on my phone saying I have to get one of these trains? So I thought, like, anyway, what's the worst that can happen? I'll just get on the train. And obviously I went to a completely different station, and it actually, I repeated that at least one more time, maybe even 2. And only after that I found out that the station had also an underground track, or underground station I should say, because you have to leave the station and walk outside to get to the underground part. So yeah, that's how I learned how you ride Japanese trains. This is the most mind-blowing place around here. There are like 2 highways, train track all the way down there, and then there is a overpass of the train track. There's also a dam, I think, a river. There are highways on the other side as well, train bridge. People are playing baseball over there. People are just resting over here. People are doing, I don't know what those guys are doing, painting something. There are people fishing, I think, down there usually, maybe not today, but usually there are boats. This is one of the most mind-blowing places in all Tokyo, I would say. People are playing soccer, or football, whatever you call it. Let's just call it football. People are playing football over here. And over there as well. The sky tree is still hazy. gonna take a shower, change my clothes, and head off to Harajuku for a photo shoot. A small museum. That's a sumo ring. Obviously there is no sumo here. And here's the station. Added drawings on the wall. 1859. And this one is 1853. They also have Tanabata stuff here. Last year they had an actual tree, but this year it's just a poster. Not nearly as many people as there usually are, but still. I feel like there are some new shops that I haven't seen before. I'm just gonna walk around first, see what's going on. Found a shrine. It's like 2 meters from the main street. This is the shrine. Where's the shrine itself? There's a kindergarten. And like literally 2 meters from the main street there's 0 people. Maybe I'm not supposed to be here. Kind of spooky. Okay, let's go back. Another small street with no people. There are shops here too, but where's everybody? There are people inside. Bike shop? Or do they just have bikes there? Back to the main street. I feel like there's only 3 kinds of shops in this place in Harajuku. Crepe shops, street clothing shops, and makeup shops. I don't think I've seen anything else. I'll need to dodge people. I'm not used to walking with a camera. Not used to walking with a camera in huge crowds like this. So I have to keep talking and dodge people. This is the end of the street, so it's time for me to get my camera and start sticking it into people's faces. Also the sunset over there. Can you see the cloud, the pink cloud, like the last cloud before it gets completely dark? Wow. Turns out sticking camera in people's faces is not the easiest thing in the world. Hi, this is me from the future. And as it turned out, I am technically not allowed to take photos of strangers and post them without their permission in Japan. So all the photos I got, they're not going anywhere. And I think there was a couple of good ones. Lesson learned though. Next time I go out for a photo shoot and try to shoot people, I will be asking for their permission first so I can actually make use of the photos. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to be doing in the next video. So definitely stick for that one. Walk to Omotesando, the station next to Harajuku. I think I'll just keep walking till Shinbashi or something. That's my train. Time to go home. Steak time.